and welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Dani Gibson along with Dick Jerardi, and we have lots to bring you today as we get into our holiday season. We have lots of stakes to wrap up December. It's the 30th and the 31st we're looking at. 4 $75,000 races on Tuesday the 30th. That includes the Wait For It Stakes, the Misbehavior Stakes, Parks Future Stars for 2-year-olds, and of course Parks Future Stars Filly division, so the girls as well. And then on Wednesday, 3 more for $75,000, the Kris Kringle, the Blitzen, and the Mrs. Claus. So we'll get to see the best of Parks right here. We'll get some Penn invaders and maybe some New York invaders.
Yeah, it's always been a cool 2 days. Hopefully the weather cooperates. I know a couple of years ago the weather knocked us out of those races. Hopefully that will not happen this year, Dani.
And I heard some of the nominations being thrown around at the racing office. We've got some good horses coming.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some good horses win in the past. Didn't Uncle Heavy win one of those races a couple of years ago?
Well, let's get to some local racing. This was our Parks picks. We take a look at Monday's 9th. $55,000 purse, and you could reach in there for that $100,000 claim tag on a few of them. 6.5 furlongs. The favorite is Bouncer.
Yeah, I wasn't shocked that Bouncer was the favorite. It certainly has some good lines, Dani. This was such a wide open race. I wasn't even sure who to pick, much less who the favorite would be.
Yeah, and Drop Line, second choice for Bobby Moscow. You picked the other Bobby Moscow horse that actually scratched.
Counter Spy scratched. Drop Line, also a very cool horse, 6 wins and 15 starts. And you're picking here Twisted Ride. He's only won 10 starts and 10 wins in his career out of 37.
He's a cool dude. Well, here it is, Parks picks Monday's 9th.
As they battle across the backstretch, it's Twisted Ride, a short lead down at the inside. The quarter was quick here, 22-3. Drop lines up at the outside with Scarbouche. Still part of the early tempo there in between horses in third. Sunny Breeze looks to move through in tight quarters as Dean Delivers is up 4 wide at the outside. With Bouncer still trying to make progress, 3.5 lengths off the lead. Birdie Smith's dropped out last. Around the far turn, Drop Line and Twisted Ride. Those two on even terms past the half in 46-2. Dean Delivers making steady progress up at the third spot, but still 3 off the lead. Birdie Smith starts to run on from the back. It's Sunny Breeze, a set of set there, turning for home. And it's Drop Line who continues to battle with Twisted Ride. Twisted Ride trying to come back off the canvas at the inside, put away a stubborn Drop Line. Birdie Smith runs on late at the far outside with Dean Delivers in between, but it's Twisted Ride. Twisted Ride fought back to win it. Twisted Ride.
And our boy Twisty never disappoints. Cool horse, 11 wins. And look, this horse loves Parks, and he doesn't like an off track. That's what he got down at Laurel. So I knew running on a surface that he appreciated a lot better performance.
Yeah, Dani, you're just a couple of years young for this, but I've said this for years. He is Parks' version of Affirmed. If he gets to the front, you cannot go by him. He is just so stubborn. Love Twisted Ride. What a cool horse.
Well, let's go to Monday's 8th race. This is a Pennsylvania-bred Fillies and Mare allowance race. Our favorite is Ringer Card, Lupe Preciado, the trainer.
Love Lupe, one of my favorite guys at the racetrack, the Hall of Famer, the legend.
You have fun conversations with him, that's for sure. Ned Allard ships in with Caitlin the Great, second choice.
Yeah, this is interesting. Caitlin the Great, of course, named after Caitlin Clark, the great basketball player from Iowa, now with the Indiana Fever. And there's another horse named Caitlin Her Greatness. You know who that is?
No.
That's last year's Queen's Plate winner. Caitlin, the greatness, whatever. She is a sensation in sports.
Paying homage to Caitlin. We love it. Here it is, Monday's 8th.
The duel up top continues. The favorite Ringer Card under steady pressure from the long shot Little Cocoa Bean. Those two dual third opening split of 22-3. They're 4 clear of Vixen's Hypnotic Honey. She begins to move wide there, but lose ground with the Jump of Fox. Now started to generate momentum there at the inside. Caitlin the Great's up 3 wide. Tempest Rising saves ground for the back, and I Am Rude now the back marker as they battle on to the top of the stretch. Little Cocoa Bean upset minded here 30-1. Ringer Card still trying to battle on down at the inside. The half is 47 seconds. Jump of Fox started to gain. Far outside, here comes Caitlin the Great looking to circle up the field. Is there 5 across towards the finish? Caitlin the Great strikes a lead. Jump of Fox battles on with Tempest Rising moving through late. Caitlin the Great, much the best today. Caitlin the Great going to circle the field to win it.
Well, Caitlin the Great gets the win, and got to give credit to Angel Rodriguez. Really got her on the outside. She made that huge run. And, of course, Nedski with the great training job. Ned Allard, he is just a really talented horseman.
Yeah, look, Ned's one of the best ever in the East Coast. I mean, starting in New England and was down here for years now in the Mid-Atlantic. Just one of the best guys there is.
He is. We're going to go to our first break. When we come back, we have a great story for you of triumph. You don't want to miss it. Stick around on Let's Go Racing.
This is Parks.
This is how you roll, this is how it goes. This is how you pop, this is how you rock. Take a chance, do a dance, little romance. This is how you. This is how you win. This is how you excite, this is how you all night. 360 hit me, now we're going all in. I can feel it calling, the crowd, the light, the night, the sights, the vibe is right. This is how you. This is
Parks, Pennsylvania's #1 casino experience. This is how you win.
Hi, I'm Kate DeMasi. I'm Vice President of the PTHA and I'm running for President. It's time we get our organization back on track with leadership that can move forward. We have year-round racing with good purses, health and pension plans, and a second-to-none retirement program for our horses. Over the years, we've developed relationships with legislators in Harrisburg and the equine industry to strengthen our program. We need leadership that works together for the greater good, even when they don't always agree. This is an important voting year, and I need your vote. It counts. Thank you for your support.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Well, horse racing is all about stories, and we have a great story for you. Monday's first race debuted Lionsy, and you can see the breeder Danielle Montgomery, who runs our Turning for Home program, and her daughter Meg Montgomery is the owner. Well, they got this horse, they got the mare Ice Cream Scoop. Judith Johnson was a great supporter of Turning for Home, and when she passed away, nobody could take her mares. Well, Danielle took them in, and she was in foal, and they had Lionsy. He's a 4-year-old making his first start. Bobby Ann Hawthorne's the trainer, and he gets the win in his first start, and they couldn't have been more thrilled.
27-1. Why did we not get the word about this horse? They don't like us anymore? I thought Danielle was our friend. Come on, Danielle. We need a little help here.
Well, we love a good price horse, that's for sure. Well, I caught up with owner Meg Montgomery, who got to share this incredible experience with her mom on all the excitement, a day they'll never forget. You're an owner, you're a racehorse owner. How exciting was that?
I'm so excited. It has taken so much to get here, and I'm just so happy that we're here, and he was phenomenal. Way better, way more amazing than I ever could imagine. So we're so excited.
Well, nothing like your first win, and it was a lot of fun seeing Lionsy get the win. And Lionsy is named for Danielle's dad, Daniel Lyons. Lyons is her maiden name, so really cool family moment for them.
Absolutely.
Well, let's go to Monday's 7th race. Allowance optional claiming $16,000. 6 furlongs is the distance for the $50,000, and the favorite is Bailout Billy. We just seen her beat the boys.
We love horses that can beat the boys, but can they do it again, Dan?
Well, she's got to contend with the tricky She Talks Too Much, who likes to win second choice.
Yeah, 2-1 for our man, Cheetah.
Cheeto's having a week, and we'll see later. Here it is, Monday 7th.
It's Angel of Hope, who's out well with the favorite Bailout Billy next door. So those two vying for early supremacy as Peridot Pendant runs on in third. Put the Crazy Away is dead at the inside fourth. Never Sway is mid-pack early on from fifth. Boss Like Beth dead at the inside sixth with Missy 66 to her outside and 4 lengths further back to She Talks Too Much with nothing to say early. The quarter was 22-2. Bailout Billy, the favorite, is loose on the lead, and Bailout Billy fronts the field onto the far turn. She's 5 clear. Peridot Pendant is there badly gone for second with Angel of Hope next door in third. Put the Crazy Away is dead at the inside of fourth with Never Sway to her outside fifth. Missy 66 still has 8 lengths to make up. Top of the stretch, Bailout Billy. Bailout Billy still 4 clear through a half of 46 seconds. It's Bailout Billy turning for home. Peridot Pendant trying to continue to rally on the outside. Put the Crazy Away is running on dead at the inside. Bailout Billy started to shorten strides. Here's Put the Crazy Away. She Talks Too Much started to speak up late. It's Put the Crazy Away or She Talks Too Much down to the finish. She Talks Too Much.
Well, She Talks Too Much gets the win, and I was walking back with jockey Abner Adorno, and he said, look, she knows where the wire is, and she's 7 years old. She's this is her 8th win, and she certainly knows how to get the job done.
Yes, she does.
Bailout Billy, I think the track was not to her liking, and she got out there a little further than normal, too far, opened up too much early. We'll see her come back on a different day.
See, you and I don't look at racing at all the same. You can never open up too much, in my opinion. I think the opposite. I think jockeys do it the wrong way almost all the time.
All right, well, let's get to Tuesday's 9th race, claiming $40,000, 6 furlongs. And there's a couple horses in here in their final race. That's Final Shot and Smooth B, and it's because they're 10 turning 11, so they're going to go out, but the favorite is Tuskegee Airman.
Yeah, off the claim. Look, this was a really good horse as a young horse. They had a very high promise. They thought he was a stakes horse, was claimed for 40 by our man, Cheeto. Again, can he come back right off the claim?
Well, we'll see. Here it is.
They move across the backstretch with a half-mile left to run. Final shot there at the inside with Nay Dude in between. The Boys Warriors 3 wide. The quarter was up in 22-2. Smooth B is just off that top flight fourth. 2 lengths off the early lead. Tuskegee Airman's following that at the inside. 6 lengths back to Debit Card. He's double digits off the lead as they move towards around the far turn. And up top, it's Final Shot, who's under steady pressure from the Boys Warrior. Nay Dude trying to re-crank it up at the outside. He'll move 3 wide. The half is 45-2. They cut the quarter and turn for home. Final Shot, still a short lead down at the inside. Nay Dude continues to rally up at the outside, swinging through between horses. Tuskegee Airman's looking to strike late. Final Shot or Tuskegee Airman. Here's Tuskegee Airman, who's taken over in deep stretch. Tuskegee Airman will rally past to win it.
Well, Tuskegee Airman gets the win, and I talked to Abner Adorno. He said, look, I got to work this horse a lot as a baby when it was with John Service. This was the first opportunity to ride him, and boy, was he pleased, and nice win, and great final races for Final Shot and Smooth B, and boy, they go out just winners in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean, Smooth B, I mean, seriously, one of the all-time cool horses around here for Glenn.
$1 Million Man. Well, let's go to our national races, and we head to New York Sunday at Aqueduct in the $150,000 Garland of Roses. Fillies and mares going 6 furlongs. The favorite is With the Angels, but we're really concerned with the Parks horses.
Yeah, for sure. Hold Your Breath is 3-1. We've seen Volleyball Princess for Lou Linder, and we'll see if either of the Parks horses can fire here.
Hold Your Breath immediately. Joel Rosario taps on the brakes and tries to slow things down and catch a breather as they approach 4 furlongs left to go. Right to the outside, it's With the Angels, engaged and stalking, 22-4 for the opening quarter mile. Patricia Ann is in third. Volleyball Princess is now tugging at Angel Rodriguez and moving forward. Tricky Tempers 3 wide. 4 wide, Sunday Girl is on the move. And the big Calhouna will have to pass them all as they're approaching a quarter mile left to go. Hold Your Breath is in command. Hold Your Breath has a quarter mile left to go, and With the Angels is right there to the outside. Sunday Girl gets rolling too. Hold Your Breath. Now ask the question, will she be able to hold off the charge of With the Angels motoring down the center of the racetrack? Final furlong to get for Hold Your Breath, who still has plenty. Hold Your Breath is extending once again. Hold Your Breath.
Hold Your Breath gets the win, and John Service and Joel Rosario team up here, and we've seen them team up for wins, but you have a little backstory on this filly.
I do. John told me before her race at Saratoga this summer when she won at 29-1 that she had had a breathing problem as a young horse, and even before she ever ran, and actually had to do a just tie back on the flap to get it working, and obviously it's working now, and she's just gotten better and better. He thought because she won on the turf, maybe that's what she wanted. She really wants 3/4 or 7/8 on the dirt, which she clearly proved, and I think John is thinking there could be some graded stakes, maybe like the Barbara Fritchie, maybe something like the Madison at Keeneland down the road. I mean, that was a very impressive race, 94 buyer figure that gets her in the hunt, and Dr. Lou Bucky and Will Schwartz own the horse for John. Of course, they're 2 of John's longtime owners, and you're right, he and Joel jaywalk in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies, and Joel was actually the rider for Catherine Sophia early in her 3-year-old season, got hurt, and that's why Javier ended up riding her in the Kentucky Oaks. And Bruce and I had a very nice day that day. In fact, I had such a good day that day that my bag was much heavier on the way home from that year's Derby and Oaks.
Well, we love that, and Hold Your Breath, perfect name for her, and what a sensational filly she is. We're going to keep it going at New York. This is the Grade 3 Cumley Stakes, Sunday at Aqueduct, $200,000, a 1.8 miles for fillies, 3-year-olds. Fully Subscribed is the favorite for Chad Brown, but we care about the Parks horses.
Yeah, we certainly care about Kappa Kappa, who was so impressive winning the Raven Run, and our Daydreaming Girl, we saw her run a tremendous third in the Cotillion. Fully Subscribed is a favorite because of her most recent race in the Mother Goose. She was awesome in that race, and it's Pratt and Brown, and they always get overbet, but they win a lot too.
Well, here it is. It's the girls up in New York.
The leader is Kappa Kappa. Comfortable tempo here, 24 seconds flat for the opening quarter mile. The Mother Goose winner, Fully Subscribed, right to her outside, is still within a half length of the leader. Quiet Side watches the top duo from third. Noticeable no move yet here at the rail. Is now a shared fourth, as towards the far outside is Valtellina. In between horses, Our Daydreaming Girl and the Triller Yes, it is. 49.23 for a half-mile time. It's been an easy time up front for Kappa Kappa. Fully subscribed right to her outside, and the front two are still about a length and a half in front of Quiet Side, who's trying to keep up from third. Noticeable is All In. Our Daydreaming Girl. Valtellina is going to range up wide. The trailer, Yes, it is. They get set to reach the top of the stretch. Fully Subscribed is now confronting Kappa Kappa. Fully Subscribed is starting to kick away, is up by a full length. In full pursuit is Quiet Side, and Quiet Side is trying to catch this leader inside the final furlong, but Fully Subscribed is extending her stride, and she's got a 16th left to go. Fully Subscribed will be much the best.
Fully Subscribed with another dominant performance. And Our Daydreaming Girl, she rallies. She gets third. She was close for second. And look, we got to talk about Kappa Kappa. Johnny Velasquez just thinks that was a little too far for her, and they still want to try some things out. And look, she ran 2 turns here. She was horrible that day getting in the gate, and Butch still thinks she's only 3. She doesn't understand the 2 turns. She's still learning her job. So either she's distance limited or.
Oh, look, there's a couple of possibilities, right? Is she just a one-turn sprinter? That's certainly a possibility. If that's the case, then you point her for races like the Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint at a race where she already won at Keeneland this year. I didn't like the ride, frankly. I think if you're going 2 turns, you're lone speed, and you're keeping the favorite in the race, Fully Subscribed. I just didn't, and I love Johnny. He's one of my all-time favorite riders. Open up 6 lengths. Take your chance. You're a sprinter. Act like it. But regardless, she may not have won anyway, but I would have liked to see her being ridden that way, but that was the way she was ridden. We'll see what happens in 2026.
Well, she's still a great filly. We'll see what's next.
But owes me no money. I cashed very nicely in the Raven Run. Thank you, Kappa Kappa.
Well, I caught up with Lou Linder, the trainer of the 3rd place filly. Our Daydreaming Girl has given us some thrills here at Parks. Here with the trainer Lou Linder, and Our Daydreaming Girl had a really good rally for 3rd in the Cumley Stakes. Tell us about her trip and how she came back.
Well, she's usually a deep closer, and I don't know how, but they really slowed the pace down, so she was a little bit closer than normal, but, you know, she managed to close into that slow pace and, you know, just missed second. We actually thought we had it, but a nose short.
You've had a lot of fun with some horses this year. Tell us about the caliber of horses you have in the barn right now.
Mr. Mellon sends me to the sales, and we got a bunch of nice ones this year, and we won a few stakes this year, and it's just been fun.
And of course, you retired your big horse, Farmo Power, and a lot of good memories. How much fun is it seeing him enjoy retired life now?
It was nice. I seen the video of him jumping over some small Cavalettis and stuff, so that's what he deserves after all the joy he gave us. I like to see that for him.
Well, we're having a lot of fun watching your horses, and Our Daydreaming Girl, a huge 3rd effort there. Good job.
Yeah, there's a lot more coming from her, I think.
We're going to stay at Aqueduct, but jump to Saturday's card. This is 2-year-old New York breds in the $500,000 New York Stallion Series. And look, Parker Boone, heavy favorite, shipping up from Parks. He was so impressive in his debut.
He was, Dan. He won by more than 12 lengths. He got a 77 buyer figure. And in this field, that's going to win by 5 or 6 lengths if he runs back to it. He looks like lone speed. It's a dreadful field. I think they were thrilled with the field. He's 4 to 5. I was playing a contest. I used 3 exactas in this race. The 3, the 9, and the 13. Keep an eye on this race.
So the leader is Parker Boone, followed by Hurricane Cast to the outside in 2nd. At the rail, that's Chummers in 3rd. It's a shared 3rd with Diamond Child, who's in between horses. Also 3 wide as they get set to move into that far turn. That's going to be Combat Mission and Kendrick Carmouche. Tight spot there at the rail, Spirit of New York. Nowhere to go yet. And rallying on is Dingy Bar trying to run on there, also with Muscle Shoals. Towards the back end of the field there, dropping back comes True Legend. Just got passed to the outside by Sunday Boy. The back marker's trying to pick it up. Sicilian Dancer, also right there, Dingy Bar. And Fruit 10 is at the back end of the field with Takahama. They get set to reach the top of the stretch, 45.71 for the half-mile time. Parker Boone is in front and trying to run away. But here comes Combat Mission catching with every stride, and Sunday Boy grandstand side. Sunday Boy has enveloped the field, and Sunday Boy from off the pace has a 16th left to go. The Great White Way division of the New York Stallion Series.
Well, Sunday Boy gets the win with his hooded blinkers. And look at the jockey, Christopher Elliott, son of the great Stu Elliott, and James Ryerson was just pleased with this effort, and kind of a shocker.
Yeah, biggest win of Chris's career money-wise, and good for him, and congrats, as you said, Danny. Look, Parker Boone, this was not the horse that we watched break his maiden. He got the lead pretty easily. It was a speed rail track. I thought he was going to win by 10. He just didn't have it. I can't explain why, and of course, my 3 exactas ran 1, 2, 3, but I had them all behind the 2, so it didn't do me any good. But yeah, sometimes you just shake your head. It wasn't like Sunday Boy was running that fast. People, you watch the race, it's an optical illusion. The horses in front of him were slowing down. He got a 65 buyer. He'll never win an open stake in his life. With New York breds, he might win some here or there.
Well, there we go. Well, we're going to go to another break, but so much more coming up. We have Jockey and Trainer of the Week and Best of the Rest all coming your way on Let's Go Racing.
Some call you the Sultan of Slots. Others, the Baron of Baccarat. The rest, just Meemaw.
I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in.
But no matter who you are, you know there's always another way to win on the Bet Parks app. New casino users score up to $1,000 bonus back in their first 24 hours. Take those pearls, Meemaw.
And we're back here on Let's Go Racing. Let's see who got this week's Jockey of the Week. Congratulations, Josier Rangel had 2 wins this week in some thrilling fashions, bringing in the long shots. Congratulations to him, making him our Jockey of the Week, sponsored by NovaCare, the power of physical therapy. Congratulations, but we got to give a shout out too to Andy Hernandez. He had 5 wins, Twisted Ride, Lionsy, just some real thrilling finishes. So good runner-up effort.
One of my favorite guys out there, Andy H.
He's a lot of fun. Well, let's see who got this week's Trainer of the Week. We talked about him quite a bit early in our local races. Congratulations, Ernesto Padilla Preciado. His stable had an incredible week with multiple wins, making him our Trainer of the Week, brought to you by the Tunnel to Towers Foundation. Another Turning for Home family photo to share with you. This is Orly's Angel, and a true angel she is. She's available for adoption. She's been on trail rides. Here she is as a Turning for Home representative at a Christmas event, meeting people and just showing how amazing off-the-track thoroughbreds are, and she would love a little girl of her own for Christmas.
I think she's going over to South Jersey with Bruce.
She could live right in the
Bruce's
backyard.
No question.
She wore a cute little Santa hat. How cute. Well, let's get to Best of the Rest, and we head up to Aqueduct, the Grade 2 Remsen Stakes. It's for 2-year-olds, $250,000, and Chad Brown has a good one in here.
He does, because he's Chad Brown. He always has good ones. Paladin, the 2 for Chad, and Flavian Pratt is your 9-5 favorite, and he's going to come running late. And Renegade is the other good one in here. Missed a work for Todd Pletcher. I think you'll be hearing both of these next year, 2 and the 9. I don't know that they're necessarily Derby threats. We haven't gotten a big number yet, but it's Chad and it's Todd. Of course, Todd has another pretty good 2-year-old getting ready for next year.
He certainly does, and we're going to stay at Aqueduct Saturday's card. It's the Grade 2 Cigar Mile, one of my favorite races, $500,000, and we see the 2-horse Micah on the lead for Mike Maker.
Yeah, this is some horse race here. 14-1 for Micah, coming off an allowance race, other than at Laurel when he won by 14. Is he really going to hold on and beat Bishop's Bay with Cox and Pratt? No, he's not, because Cox and Pratt never lose. Bishop's Bay up late, talking about the Saudi Cup for Bishop's Bay and the Pegasus for Micah.
Well, if you look at Micah's last race, Mad Banker got 3rd, and he ran here this week for Jamie Ness. He didn't win, but
The horse won by big lengths for Brittany Russell, and then ends up in Mike Maker's barn and almost wins the Cigar Mile. But Bishop's Bay, I can't wait for the Saudi Cup. We've mentioned all the possible names over there. Forever Young, Nisos. Look out for that race.
it's going to be the international race of the year. Well, let's go to this week's PTHA Trophy race in Tuesday's 5th race. This is fillies and mares trying to break their maiden, and look look out, broad strokes by the great H-Chubb.
Yeah, I mean, talk about a slight form reversal. Was 78-1 in first start. Gets first-time Lasix loose on the lead at 44-1. Danny, did you have this one?
I didn't, and she was wild before the race.
She crossed this field, went by 6.5. People, are you not telling us? Why can't you tell us about these horses?
Well, 40-1, I caught up with the winning trainer, Cesaro Marquez. 40-1, she was a handful before the race.
Yeah, she's always been a handful. All her siblings, her mom, all the same. They're the same way. Her mom, she was the same way in the field. She's old married, she's still a handful.
Well, she got out of the gate really fast. You have to be impressed with the ride.
Yeah, he handled it pretty well. The way she acted before the race and the way he handled it himself, it was really impressive. Well, really pleased with him that he did the job that he did.
Well, nice win. Hopefully you had a few dollars on her.
I don't bet. I never do. And just the work. And my son come over, is the one who brought it to the paddock. Can't get any better than that.
Well, it's time for Eye on Racing. Let's see what's happening around the country today. First, let's talk about the California race, the Grade 2 Los Al Futurity.
Yeah, this is at Los Alamitos. Obviously, we're between Del Mar and Santa Anita now. I haven't seen the field yet. I'm going to make a prediction. Baffert's going to win for like the 800th time. Also at Turfway Park, we have 4 $250,000 stakes. It's the Synthetic Championships at Turfway Park. We love that, Danny.
It always looks a little cold there, but
it always is.
Have a lot of fun.
In northern Kentucky, for the people that don't know, right near the Cincinnati airport.
We flew over it.
Yes, we did.
We're going to go to our final break. When we come back, we're going to make you some money with Parks Picks and tell you who we had on the podcast this week.
We've got your new Ford right here at Chapman Ford of Horsham. Looking for a new Bronco Sport? We've got them. Maybe a new Escape? Got plenty. Want a new Explorer? We have them too. Maybe you have your eye on a new F-150. Huge selection for you. If it's a new Bronco you've wanted, you are in luck. How about an EV? The Mach-E and F-150 Lightning are both in stock. And with great lease terms and low APR financing available, we can help you get the new Ford you want. Chapman Ford of Horsham.
My team at BetParks Online Sportsbook and Casino has a great offer for new users. Download the BetParks app, open a new account, and get up to $50 back on your first sports bet if it doesn't win. Plus, you'll get a BetParks bonus box with 50 BetParks coins and 50 bonus spins on the BetParks Collect 'em online slot game. For details, visit betparks.com.
All right, welcome back, everyone. And this is DJ's and I favorite segment of the show, Parks Picks, where we make you some money and we make ourselves some loot. Monday's 7th race, and ultimately we both landed on the same mare. She's the gift that keeps on giving, the Pennsylvania bred Pachelbel, now with Mike Moore.
Yeah, over 500,000. Michael's, this is the third race off the claim, second in a win, and this horse does nothing but win. 43 lifetime starts, 11 wins, 12 seconds. Love Pachelbel.
Yeah, and I just think Vargas gets her time so perfectly, and she's just an overwhelming standout for me here. Make sure you catch our Gate to Wire episode this week. Bruce and I caught up with big, successful jockey and now jockey agent Joe Hampshire. We love talking to him, and he's in 2 Hall of Fames.
Yeah, including this one, and Joe is one of my favorite people at the racetrack. I knew him when he was a jockey here before he went up to New England. Of course, we've known him here for years. Then he used to come back as a jocks agent, one of the best there is at the racetrack. And by the way, we got a little news for you. Torpedo Anna is going to be bred the next 2 years. You ready? The Gun Runner and then Curlin. I can't wait to see those foals. Maybe get a mare winning the cotillion, or maybe even a colt winning the PA Derby. Wouldn't that be nice? Also, I forgot to mention, Let'sGoRacingParks.com. I wrote about Hold Your Breath and the win she had and her backstory and everything that we talked about early in the show.
I enjoyed the story this week on Hold Your Breath. Well, that wraps it up for Dick and I. What a great show it was. Catch us next time on Let's Go Racing.
Off and racing in the BetParks Pennsylvania Derby in a flawless beginning, and seize the gray. He's going to seize the day in the Pennsylvania Derby. Here comes Torpedo Anna, a 16th left to go. Torpedo Anna, the Grizzly has the heart of a lion.